Members only is the man, ain't a secret. If you front MJ, he gonna keep it. Nah, real shit. If you front that man, he's definitely keeping it, man. But what's up, man? Welcome to Members Only. One of my subscribers asked me to do a story on MJ from DC. And I promised her like a year ago. So here you go. So where you want me to start, man? What you want me to say? You want me to say something nice about this man? But I'm not gonna get real deep into his story because I haven't done that deep research on him. But I can give you a couple things that I know about this guy. Like, he was very opportunistic, and he was a compulsive liar. Like, he'd do anything. He'd cross anyone. He don't care if it's his cousin, his brother. He was scheming at an all-time high. He was on his way to the top. Now, you know that one person that lies so much that they forget their own lies? He was one of those people, man. He was a funny dude. He was a funny dude, man. But, you know, when you compare him to Alpo, he made Alpo look like a saint. You know, we all know about the stuff that Alpo was doing. And he had nothing, and I mean nothing, on Michael Jackson. So if you think Alpo is a piece of shit, wait till you meet Michael Jackson. And the reason Alpo got rid of Rich is because he clearly didn't need Rich anymore. Now, if you ask Alpo, Rich was just in the way. When it comes to business, Alpo didn't have to have the time for the BS that Rich was going through with his little brother. So he didn't need, you know, any of that in his way, on his way to the top. So, you know, he just got rid of him because he didn't need him. A lot of people don't get rid of the person that they need. Just like when you hear AZ in these interviews, he talks about how Alpo never crossed him, of course, because he was looking out for Alpo. But once Alpo don't need you anymore, you're just nothing to him. You know, he just moves on. But anyway, MJ, he wasn't that smart. Like, he would get rid of the person that supplied them and would be like, damn, what I'm gonna do next? So he would shoot first and use his brain later, which was bad for business. He had a couple of good situations going on and good potential situations, but of course, he messed it up. A lot of guys would supply him and he would end up stealing or shorting the plug. Now, we all know you don't short the plug, you short yourself. So if you short the plug, that will cause you to hustle backwards, hustle from behind, or the plug would just completely turn their back on you. Like, they won't deal with you anymore because you're bad for business. And he would have the nerve to despise these guys. He would catch an attitude. But you can't blame these guys. It's like, yo, you messing up business right now, man. We had an agreement. You were supposed to give me this. You come to the table with this. See, a lot of people always talk a big game before they get the product. But as soon as the product lands in their lap, they don't know what to do with it. They come up with all types of excuses. MJ was a very ungrateful person. And there's nothing worse than an ungrateful person that you're dealing with. Now, MJ, he would do things and he would cross the people that was there for him when he had nothing. So he would come crawling to people when he had nothing. They would pick him up, look out for him, and then he would end up backstabbing them. And he will be the same person that say, hey, you didn't do nothing for me. You know those people that come to you and ask you for money, they ask you for $20, and then when you ask for it back, they be like, damn, you sweating me for that funk? $20, but it wasn't as funky when you went to go ask for it, though. But it's just crazy how life works. The world is round for a reason, and it's crazy how tables turn, because those tables do turn. And a lot of guys burn bridges, and he burned every bridge that he went across. It's like, damn, I cannot go back because I burned the bridge. And the funny part is, he would have the audacity to try to come back. He would come back with all type of excuses on how he messed the business plan up and how he was just so treacherous. And it would work sometimes, and the thing is, it would work most of the time because a lot of people wasn't busting his ass. But don't get me wrong, MJ was about that murder game. And that's why he got away with a lot of stuff, because he was like, listen, we can go at it. We can shoot it out, we can get busy. So a lot of guys fear this dude because he did put in work. That's one thing we're not gonna take away from him. He put in work in the streets. And we all know the streets is dirty, so I can understand if you're playing in a dirty game, you're in the game to win. So if you're playing to win, then how could you fly all the way straight? How could you fly straight without breaking any type of rules? And that's when you play devil's advocate. The way he was moving was just insane. He would do things like say if Jackson would hear about a hit, he would go borrow money or he'll borrow some work from the potential victim, which is a smart thing because if he knows he's gonna die, he don't have to pay anything back. And he done that a couple of times. But here's the thing, he once borrowed money from someone, and after a while, like time went on, he would be like, wait a minute, why is this still alive? And guess what happened? This guy ended up being the guy himself. He was just off the hook, man. Like he was something else, man. And that's the reason why Fred cut him off. And we all know how they met. You know, they both met each other behind bars. Frey, he was, a very good dude. He was looking out for a lot of people. And when they first met, Michael Jackson was talking a big game. He'd sit there and sell you a dream. He was talking like he had this, he had that. But when you end up doing business with him, you'll be like, wait a minute. He's the only one benefiting from it. I'm not getting anything out of the deal. That's pretty much how it went. But Frey cut this man completely off because of the business. He always messed the work up. So you can't blame Frey for that. And he always had something against Frey. And that was that's just how it went. Frey heard all the stories and he was like, man, I can't keep dealing with this dude because he ain't showing any improvement. I keep giving him chance after chance and he just disappointing me. And, I don't blame him. You think him and Alpo really did work? Alpo used to just pay MJ for hits. That was really just their business thing. He'd give him some work or give him some, a couple dollars, but he wasn't doing any business with. Come on, man. He didn't even trust him like that. And, Alpo was very suspicious of him. You can't sneak a snake. You can't bullshit a bullshitter. And that's exactly what Alpo was. So it was just like, two guys just trying to get the one up on each other. But Alpo was smart, he was playing chess. MJ wasn't really that smart enough to, get anything over on Poe. Now, as we all know, Frey was the man. He was that guy. And everyone was trying to get a front from him. Knowing that Frey wasn't dealing with him, he would tell guys that wanted to get work from Frey that he would put in a good word, which wasn't true. So guys would come back thanking him like, hey, MJ, I thank you. Frey gave me what I wanted. And MJ would say, hey, that's cool. Even though I had a hand in it, I'm not going to ask for so much, but here's what you could do for me. So he would take credit for it. And he would say, since I did this for you, here's what I need. And he would ask for a certain percentage on what they made. And he would end up making money off the deal. And yeah, a lot of people hated this guy for that. And one guy that hated him was Wayne Perry. Wayne Perry did not trust him. He didn't like him at all, but he knew he was dumb enough that they can use him as a puppet. And he used to always whisper in, Alpo's ear saying, hey, man, this dude can do this for us. This dude can do that. And one thing we have to know is we really can't trust this dude because you could think you're setting someone up, but he could be setting you up in the mix of it. So, there's times that he did business with people. At the same time, he'll have a deal with their rivals to set them up. So he'll be into it with you, and before he leave, he would leave that door unlocked, and boom, look, they got the drop on you. They running in your spot because he left that door unlocked. That was just the thing he used to do. So you would think you're playing him as a puppet, and at the end, you would think he's taking the blame for it, but no, you're taking the blame for it at the end of the day because he already set it up. He already set things up that made it look like he had nothing to do with it. So he makes it look like you did it, like you're the person. So he would do things like run to funerals. He showed up to a lot of guys' funerals. The same people that he used to off, he'd show up to their family funerals with flowers and, hug their moms and like, hey, like this person did it, man. Like, I'm just keeping it real. And he made it seem like he was just this thorough ass person. But at the end of the day, he was treacherous. He was playing tricks. He was running game. And that's exactly what he did in the Frey situation. After he Frey, he rushed to the funeral with his family and made it seem like he was with them. And he was just there to fish. He was fishing around like, what you hear calling around, visiting certain spots, all up in Trinidad. Hey, what y'all hear about this? What y'all hear about that? So he'll beat you to it. Like he's trying to be the first one. He's trying to get there first so he could deliver the news. But it was just all BS. And he blamed it on Wayne Perry. That's why Wayne Perry always hated him. he blamed it on Wayne Perry. Hey man, it was Wayne, man, it was Wayne. So he would have both crews going at it while he just sitting back, just collecting his money and just falling back. So that's just the type of person that Michael Jackson was. We didn't get deep into his life story. Maybe that will come sometime down the line when I have time, but I just wanted to get that out there, man. But make sure y'all show love in the comments, get the likes up. If you want to add something, of course, don't be a stranger. You know, we won't grind you up. Just hop in the comments. Hit that like button if you're new, subscribe. But it don't mean nothing if you ain't turning no notifications on, because, you know, YouTube don't be really pushing my like that. But, you know, welcome to Members Only. If you're new, subscribe. Show love. I hope everyone's having a good week. We're going to continue to keep this ball rolling. And that's it. Y'all take care. I'm out.